Hello there, with the 9th session of the Imperator Rome community multiplayer. Now, in the last session it didn't go well for poor Epirus. I was abandoned by every ally that I had, and was attacked by Magna Graecia, who'd been allowed to sit idle on his little peninsula for far too long, just growing fat on manpower and money, and I stood no chance, really. With allies not coming to my aid, there was no hope for me. So, yeah, I lost the most valuable parts of my empire, and I consider this game over for Epirus. Now, that does not mean that the game itself is not over, because, I mean, there's points left to play for all the other nations, and I thought I'd try my hand at doing the observer thing. So, being an observer is basically something that I've never done before. If you think of the dev clashes from Paradox, for example, that kind of thing, it's something I've never done before, but something I do want to try out. So that's the plan. I plan on being an observer and watching the carnage unfold in real time. So yeah, I hope you will come and join me for another session of Imperator Rome. We'll see where things go. And yeah, it should be a fun one. I have heard lots of reports of large wars, so being able to see both sides of the coming conflicts, I mean, it's kind of exciting, I think. But yeah, should be a fun one. All right, let's start then.
Okay, alright, I got a lot to do.
Cancel annexation.
Oh no, I can't expand my thing. That's an interesting flag I've got. Everything is interesting. Alright. Unpausing. Alright, so this session I am an observer. I'm not going to be playing any nation, and Alpharius has actually jumped into Epirus, so we'll see how they end up getting on. But I decided I'll do this because, well, I didn't feel comfortable with all these guys abandoning me to my fate. So, yeah, I jumped out, and I'm going to have a look around at various wars. Emporion is in a player war right now, so let's hop on over to them and see how the war is going. It is against, if we have a look, the Diplomacy Map Mode, Suabia and the Bosporan Kingdom. Both, I think, are playing today as well. Yes, they are. And they're actually fighting right now. Emporion's troops are way better than Suabia's, but Suabia just have lots more of them. Although, if these reinforcements get in time, then that may not be the case. Oh, he retreated just in time. So now, Massalia is coming in with no general whatsoever, a -4. And another battle coming in with no general. Why do you not have generals on your armies? This is madness. This is actual madness. What are you doing? When's this battle gonna... Oh, right there. The chariots fighting up against the light cavalry. I mean, Massalia is not doing badly for the amount of troops that they're putting in. 118% discipline is just crazy, but Suabia is doing really well. Suabia has level 1 tech versus the level 16 of Emporion, so plus 1.6 morale is kind of insane. Meanwhile, there is a war in Belgia as well. This got spat out of, I think it was Pictonia, but I can't actually remember. I'll have to wait and see what happens there. So yeah, the counterattack is coming. And Suabia is, you know, it's not doing too badly. I think Pink Hat is down here as well. Oh, there he is. Bosporan Kingdom is down here, and it looks like he is about to lose his advanced army. I want to keep an eye on this. Oh, never mind. It's just a stack wipe. Poor Bosporans. He was so happy about being able to jump on in and fight in Pictonia. Was able to, I think, siege their capital as well at some point. It doesn't look like the capital is siege right now. He's still got an army here. They are mercenaries, level 10 mercenaries. And I don't know, what's his tech like at the moment? Level 15, it's not bad at all. It's really, really good. So, yeah, we'll see. Epirus is making moves. wonder what this is all about. Let's have a look at my former nation. He is allied with Athens, Bosporan Kingdom, Massalia, and Getia. No wars, but... Oh, Getia's broken the alliance. Or maybe the other way around. Who got the truce? Getia got the truce. Getia broke the alliance. I imagine these allies are going to drop one after the other. But we'll see. We will see. The music you're hearing, by the way, right now is the music coming with the Pyrrhic Wars free DLC that's coming out on Tuesday. So I hope you enjoy it. I'll leave it running for now. There's 3 tracks. I'll leave it running for now, but maybe after about an hour we'll switch over to something else. So look, who else is at war? Just Massalia, Suabia. Oh, Sparta's at war. Who is Sparta at war with? Sparta is at war with Athens. Ah, of course, this started in the last session, and the war's over already. No border changes. It was the Athenian AI that attacked Sparta. It seems that is now over and done with. Let's hop back over into Gaul, see how this war is going. Seems like it's just a bit of a stalemate. There's a lot of troops here. An absolute ton of troops. And it seems like the Gauls just need to refocus, re-engage. They've got the better tech. Like Arvernia, for example. 2 tech versus the 1 tech. Actually, that's not too much. How's Pictonia doing? 1. It seems like it's just Emporion bringing in the tech. So if they get in first, then that's going to be really good for them. I don't need to see any of this stuff. Go away. I also don't know if me doing things actually does things. It shouldn't, but with it being a new game, who knows. Let's hop on over to Epirus. Let me see if I can just build... No, I can't. Okay, good. Glad to know it. Right, I want to keep on hopped over here, and if you see any wars, any blue flames, then please do let me know in chat so that I can keep an eye on that and see. Lambert is secretly practicing to host the next Imperator Dev Clash. Honestly, I would be fucking stoked if I could do that. That would be so cool. I would be over the moon. Yeah, there's a lot of troops here. There's an absolute ton of troops, and I don't know, I don't see that many troops on Arvernia's side. Let's have a look at the amount of troops on each side. So, Arvernia has 135,000 manpower, 624 cohorts. There is 220, 300. There's a fair chunk of troops. If they can just get all of these actually engaged, they have plenty. They have a ton to fight this war with. It just doesn't seem like they're here right now. Looking on the Suabian side, which I think I just saw does not include the Bosporans. It does not include the Bosporans. Can I go over to Suabia? Come on. Suabia. There we go. Looking on Suabia's side, it's not looking good. 210 cohorts, that's 170,000 archers, and that's most of it. There's, call it 200,000 troops. In comparison to Arvernia's side, it's nothing. Belgia is now gone, and all of these troops can start pushing over into the east, and I think it might be bad news bears for Suabia. That is the only wars going on at the moment, other than Parthia. Let's go and have a look at Parthia. Parthia is played by Canepork, who was the previous ruler of Cyrenaica. He's graciously jumped into Parthia, which I've been trying to get into being a player for a long, long time. And he's currently at war with Xanthia, and he should probably be able to win. Alfarius has jumped out of Epirus now. Has Epirus jumped into a war? No. Let's have a look, see if that was intentional or not. Is he in Discord? He is not. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to jump into this channel, so if anyone wants to talk to me, they can. So yeah, Alfarius either lost internet or or something, or maybe he quit on purpose, but yeah, he's out of the game now. We're just looking at this war. Big battle. Let's have a look at this. Massalia is in, so the massive amounts of morale. I mean, 4.2 versus... next battle, we'll have a look. He should come and attack here. We'll be able to see just how much morale Suabia is lacking compared to Massalia. And Massalia themselves probably have quite a lot of troops. No, sorry, a lot of... Oh, Massalia, actually. I'm thinking of someone else. I'm thinking of Emporion. Massalia have 8, so that's not bad. That's pretty good difference. We'll have to see just how much morale the Suabians have when there is next a combat. 90,000 troops with a level 13 general. And I think, is that... It is a mercenary company, of course, as one would expect. Yeah, Emporion is involved in the war. Are they actually fighting, though? Because I keep getting their flags mixed up. I don't see any green numbers here. I think Emporion's just sitting back with his troops. How many men does Emporion have in total? He's only got 17,000 and they're all at home. So, yeah, he's just being incredibly passive. Not getting involved at all. Pictonia pieced out, it seems. They don't have blue flames anymore. They are only involved in a war with Nervia. So Suabia is slightly let off the hook, or maybe they weren't involved in the war with Pictonia at all. I don't know. I think Pictonia were certainly involved. Another big battle here, and Suabia got defeated. 35,000 archers losing to... Yeah, there was more on the enemy side, so that is entirely expected. But Suabia is putting up a good fight. He is indeed putting up a good fight. Hate that I have to keep scrolling down. Hang on, if I check my outliner and just take off everything other than human players, that might be good for me. So I can switch to different countries and this is always going to be on top. Love it. Perfect. So, yeah, I'm just surprised that these armies here aren't being pushed into Suabia. I mean, he's got an awful lot of forts. If you check the fort map mode, there is so many forts covering the entire nation. It's going to be a slog, and you're going to lose so much manpower just to attrition, like 10% attrition from this army. I mean, they're mercenaries, so I guess he doesn't really care. Oh, and it looks like there's going to be a big battle here. 105 with a level 13 general. Let's have a watch of this fight. Suabia is doomed. It makes me glad. It doesn't make me glad, but it's fun to see him putting up a fight. At least he's not rolling over like I did. Oh, that flashed orange for just a moment. When are you going to arrive? Here it is. I mean, it's just primarily archers, isn't it? But 1,500 men, 2,000 men lost every single turn. That is crazy numbers. Suabia is pushing in more troops. And these guys are reinforcing, but is it enough? I do not think it will be. They did manage to change the tactics, so now Massalia do have the correct one, but the losses are so one-sided. There is no chance for Massalia in this battle. Suabia is doing a fantastic job, it has to be said. Finding the good fights like the forest here. I expect this army is going to be attacked soon, but that's a level 15 general. That's kind of crazy. Again, it is mercenaries. Mercenaries are unfortunately much, much better. Rhodes is at war. Let's see who he is at war with. It is Phrygia. Nothing much important to see there. He's about to ready to finish up that war. Anyone else? No one else is at war. The game is remarkably stable, so I am quite happy to see that. Let's go back to being just regular observer so we can see all of the battles happen. See everyone's troops on everyone's side. I have to say, this is actually quite a lot of fun. I wasn't expecting it. Oh, here we go. 126,000 Suabians are marching on Turoniana. Yes, exactly that. You tried, Lemmet. You just had bad allies, and Vespasian had ships and troops on your coast the minute he declared. Yeah, it was smart by him. Ooh, you've got low morale. why do you have low morale? And that's extra 60,000 coming in, and that's really good. But are we going to see another big win by Swabia, or are the Pictonians going to be able to hold it off? Even on the tactics, no one's helping there. The losses, they're fairly low. Although, Swabia, wow. Crazy that Swabia is doing so unbelievably well. I guess archers are just good. The losses are fairly high on both sides now. And there's more troops from Arvernia coming in, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Swabia has more troops in every single fight that they're having, and they're killing more men. I'm quite surprised and impressed. Has to be said, good job, Swabia. Trasumius is doing a fantastic job. The fight's almost over here, and I need to turn on some more music, so, there we go. Can I loop this? There, of course I can. There we go. The battle is over, and I accidentally missed the end of it. I apologize. So yeah, how long Swabia can keep this going for, I don't know. If we switch over to them, they've got 43,000 manpower. There is a need only for 7,000. These must all be retinues. They are retinues or mercenaries. War hosts. I think these are his own personal armies. But yeah, he's really bringing the fight to Arvernia. I don't know if he can win, especially as he's got two fronts to think of. He's losing over here to Massalia. Got two fronts to think of, but he's picking the fights well, at least over in this region. So that's something to be said. This does not look like the fight that you want to take, though, man. These archers, I do not think, are long for this world. The barbarians are here, and they will wreck you. You're doing quite a lot of damage to them, but yeah, you're just too outnumbered. There's nothing you can do there. Right, the 89,000 Swabian hordes are coming over, and wisely, Arvernia decides to get the hell out of there. Oh, but he's coming in with 72,000. This is one retinue. That's insane. How do you have a retinue with 72,000 cohorts in it? Because it's not a retinue, it's just named retinue. There we go. I learned. The most hated game of 2019, not by me. I quite like the game. So, is there anything else? No other wars, just this one. I did hear that Tartessia is planning on going to war with somebody, so I'm just going to quickly check his nation. Allied with Athens, Rhodes, Magna Graecia, and Celticia. Too many relations. It's unfortunate for you. Then having a look at Magna Graecia. They're allied with Athens, Aeolia, Rhodes, Tartessia, Arvernia, Pictonia, and Massalia, not suffering any problems with their diplomatic relations. They've got plenty, so that's good for him. And he's got lots and lots of troops coming into my previous territory. I think, perhaps, it might be Sparta's time. It might just be Sparta's time. Have a look at the claims for Magna Graecia. He does have a claim on Hellas. Acataphoros, I think your time has come, buddy. Athens also has troops in the region, and I think there may be a partition here. So I'm going to switch over to you. Lots of drilling going on. I assume you've probably got all of the drill ever. Let's have a look at his troops. Check his technology. No, it's not that. Military. Cohorts. So he's got plus 30% discipline, which is fucking insane. Plus another 25% discipline on his heavy infantry, which he has 29,000 of. He does have ships as well, which is interesting. I don't know what you're really doing with those. Yeah, that's... Your heavy infantry is insane. Light horsemen, you've got plus 10% discipline on those guys. I mean, you really, if you're Sparta, with these kind of bonuses, you really want to be pushing hard into heavy infantry. Though the danger is there that perhaps Magna Graecia goes heavy with some light cavalry. It's not light cavalry, sorry, the horse archers. Let's have a look at these armies. There's not too much interest. Oh, there we go. There is some horse archers there in the first stratus, and he has raised his maintenance. I think the war is just about to kick off.